Hey everybody, pardon the smoke. Enjoying a good cigar right now. Haven't enjoyed one in a while, so get in where you can. Cenk's pivot. It's not a pivot, folks. I know a lot of people have been watching the video going, is Cenk pivoting? Cenk pivoting, or is he trying to move to the center a little bit? No, he's not. Look, if you've been watching Cenk through HB for the last year, you see he's gone everywhere. He's gone on Patrick Bet-David. When he was running for president, he went on David Pakman. He went on Kyle Kalinske. He went back to TYT on several occasions. He also went on Joy Reid, I think it was, and several other left-wing shows on mainstream cable news, all pushing his agenda of running for president. Now, what has happened is since October of this year, it was undeniable. It was undeniable. Trump was going to win. And everybody knew it. Cenk, whether he liked it or wanted to do it or not, he's been pushing either Biden and then later on Harris, knowing that both of them had no chance, but he had to toe the line. So now he's got no place else left to go. So he has to keep TYT growing or keep the views going, whatever else it takes. And he knows that he's got a dedicated left-wing audience. But he knows he's not going back on Joy Reid or Fareed Zakaria, any of these guys. He's not going back on them. They're not going to invite him back, for one. And two, these people were all pushing the Kamala Harris's greatest thing since sliced bread narrative. And he knows that nobody believes that anymore. So he doesn't want to go on a show with a bunch of losers. His attempts to go on Piers Morgan have ended largely in not an increase in views at TYT and him looking like an idiot. And he could go on Kyle Kalinske because Kyle is really getting up there recently. But he doesn't want to feed Kyle any more of an audience. Same thing goes for David. Right now, David and Kyle are rising stars. I don't know why. I really don't know why. But Cenk is having to hedge his bets, and he knows enough about the right wing to know that once they win, they get a little off guard. Oh, we won. We don't have to worry about anything else. And he's watched Anna these past few months with her little pivots to the right, if you want to call them that. And he's seen how she's gone on just about every other show she can go on. So he's starting his little pivot to the right. Now, he's couching his pivots to the right in the politics of, well, look, I used to be an angry, progressive, leftist type of guy, and I used to wail on conservatives, but I realize now that Kamala Harris has lost. I'm doing his monologue dialogue thing, his puppet show. I realize now that the Democrats have lost, that progressivism is actually populism. So in order to spread the word more, I'm going to all of these right-wing, center-left, right-of-mouth type of shows and begging them to give me screen time. So people will know that I'm still around. I'm not some left-wing loon. I'm not some Kamala Harris supporter. And please, 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 guys, come view me on TYT. We have a lot that we agree on here in the progressives. No, you don't. The only thing you might be able to argue that Cenk agrees with populists on is the so-called paid family leave thing. Yeah. Look, maybe a lot of people do agree on that, but not enough to give Cenk an audience. We can both agree on something, but that doesn't mean I have to go watch your freaking show. But that's what Cenk is trying to do. He's trying to pull the right-wingers over to him so they'll watch a video, give him a thumbs up, and keep on moving. As long as he can get the views up, that's all he wants. I mean, he knows the left wing is demoralized right now and really not giving a damn. And he also knows that a lot of people on the left wing are looking at him and going, weren't you the a-hole that told us that Kamala was going to win, that Trump was evil or whatever? He knows that this is a problem for him. So he's going to do his best to pivot, to attract people on the right, the dissident right, the woke right, the just slightly right of center, the slightly left of centers who like Tim Pool, like he thinks Tim Pool is. So he's trying to portray progressivism as populism now. Oh, I'm just like the right-wing populists. I believe in all these good things. We need to come and talk together and see what we can find that we all agree upon. Even if that's really the case, no one cares, Cenk. You lost. We won. Why do we need to come talk to you now? We don't need to come talk to you. You have nothing to say that is of any worth. You've said everything you wanted to say for the last 5 years. Really the last 8. You have been hating on Trump. You have been hating on conservatives. You have been hating on anybody right of mouth. You have bashed and denigrated anybody and everybody you could. And now, because the tables have turned, and I think part of it is, Cenk believes his own hype. He believes the media hype that, oh, once Trump gets in office, he's going to send the DOJ after you, his political opponents. Cenk really thinks that he's just as big as Joy Reid and others. And that Trump's going to come after him. But if he's close to the right, you know, he's got the Patrick Bet-David and a few others on his side. Oh, if Cenk, you know, if the FBI comes for him, he can, well, I'm friends with Patrick Bet-David, who's a big fan of Trump. Oh, I've been on this guy's show, and he's a big fan of Trump. Trump likes people like me. Trump wants to hear from people like me. You can't arrest me. That's what he's trying to do. And he's got a very short window in his mind to do it. Now, does Trump care about Cenk? You know he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Is Cenk going to get arrested by the FBI or whoever? No, he's not. He's not. Neither is Joy Reid or Brian Skelter or any of these fear-mongering people who are, oh my God, Trump's going to come after us and get us. You're not that important. He already beat you. He already beat you and beat you down. Anything else is not worth the time. It is not worth his time. No use in beating a dead horse, or a dead reed anyway. But if you're thinking that Cenk is slowly maybe going a little left of center, heading to the center, no, he's not. As soon as he can find somebody on the right side that will have him on consistently, more than one show, Patrick Bet-David, maybe Candace Owens and a few others, he can just get them to let him in the door at least once or twice a month, he'll think he's gotten somewhere. And while he will moderate his tone and say what needs to be said to keep himself out of trouble and on the air, this isn't going anywhere. And he'll realize it probably by February, late February, early March, that no one really cares. And he'll breathe a sigh of relief and he'll go on back to doing whatever it is he wants to do. Now, like I say, he's probably going to moderate his tone when it comes down to Donald Trump, because even he can see the numbers. A lot of people on the left voted for Donald Trump. So now he's got to appeal back to those people as well. Now, another thing I do find interesting is that Kyle Kalinske and David Pakman have been doing a lot better. Now, Kyle Kalinske claims he's been at this for 10 years. I don't remember this fool until about a year ago. So if he's been around for 10 years, apparently he wasn't doing nothing. Because 10 years, let's go back 10 years. That would have been the time of Gamergate, Sargon, and all that other good stuff. Anybody remember hearing about Kyle Kalinske back then? Nope. So Kyle's really just come up in the last year, year and a half, maybe 2 years. But he's not all that popular either. I think Cenk sees that as well. Will Kyle get more popular? Yeah, because he's going to keep doubling down on the I love everything on the left, I'm a progressive type of thing. Cenk's old news. Kyle is the brand new hotness. And as long as that's the case, Kyle's going to keep pushing and doubling down no matter how dumb he gets. Because Kyle is smart enough to know, just smart enough to know, that nobody's going to come after him. Nobody's going to hurt him. Nobody has any plans for him. He's a nobody. But he can keep his little audience captive and make money off of them. That's all he needs to do. Oh. Well, folks, let me go ahead and get off of here. Don't buy into anybody's pivot right now. I mean, I'm even seeing David trying to do the little, well, maybe we should talk more with the right because they're populist now. What Cenk and a little bit of David is trying to do is they're trying to make populism neither right nor left. They're trying to say that populism is a big tent and that people on the left can come in. People like Cenk and people like David can come in, and Anna can come in from the left and hang out under populism. No, you can't. Because populism right now is right-wing. And as I said before in a previous video, Bernie Sanders is politically dead. Okay? So you've got no place to go, Cenk. You've got no place to go. And I know you're never going to really go to the right. Now, maybe if the money is good enough on the right, you might go there, but I think you've got too much pride for that. I really do. All right, then, folks. That's it for this video. I may try to put out another one. We'll see. My mouth isn't feeling too hot, but you know how it goes. Life is what it is. All right, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.